guys, what's up? BeckBroJack here, back for another Minecraft video, and today I'm going to be showing you some things that I think should be added into vanilla Minecraft. So if you've ever had that thought when you're playing Minecraft, like, oh my gosh, I have the greatest idea ever, this should definitely be added into Minecraft, and you go to try and contact Mojang, you call him up on the phone, and you're like, hey, this idea should be in Minecraft, and then you just realize that it's a robot answering your phone call.
All operators are busy at this time. Please hold.
It may or may not have happened to me. But yeah, in all seriousness, that's an idea that I'm sure comes to a lot of you guys while you're just, playing vanilla Minecraft, whether it be on your iPad, on your Xbox, on your computer. There's definitely some things that Minecraft needs to add. And yes, I realize that they're adding things in every single update, but there's a lot more things that could be added into the game. And why are you so close to me? Seriously, like, personal space, come on. But yeah, anyway, today I'm going to be showing you guys 7 different things that I think should be added into Minecraft. And this is also brought to you by TheRedEngineer. He's the mastermind behind this only one command block creation, which is how you're going to be able to add these things into your Minecraft world. So yeah, first things first, I want to show you guys how you can actually implement this into your world. It's really, really easy. You're just going to do /give and then type your in-game name. Mine is BeckBroJack. And then type in COMM, hit tab, or you can type out that whole dang thing and then hit enter. And then bam, look at that. You have yourself a nice command block. You're going to place it down. You're going to go inside. You're going to copy and paste the command, which I'll leave a link to his video in the description down below, and then you're just gonna hit always active, hit done, and then you should get that thing over there. So yeah, anyway, getting right into it, the first thing that there's only one command block creation adds is craftable barriers. Now, this isn't definitely the most practical thing. Minecraft definitely doesn't need to add this, but it would be neat if they did, because barriers are definitely a nice block, and especially in survival Minecraft, if you wanted to possibly keep something safe or you wanted to keep mobs out of a certain area, this would be something that would be nice to have. It is going to be a little bit pricey. You're going to need a lot of obsidian, and you're going to need some glass as well. So you're just going to put down 1 piece of obsidian, 1 piece of glass, and then bam, you should get 4 barriers. Now, I'm actually going to show you guys, you can place these in survival Minecraft. You could just go like this, and then you can see them, and yeah, you can't walk through them or anything like that, and it would just be nice because, mobs can't get through them. Maybe you're trying to block out some players, but the neat thing is players can also craft a barrier destroyer where pretty much you can put down some obsidian and then put down some TNT to get a barrier breaker, and you're just going to go up to the barriers and then right click, and then bam, the barriers are completely gone. So yeah, that's just a cool little thing that I think would be neat to have in Minecraft, craftable barriers. It's definitely not something that's super essential, but it would be something that I think a lot of people would utilize. All right, and next up on the list is a sound muffler. Now, this thing is going to be great, especially if you have giant farms that are super noisy, as you know, because there's cows, there's chickens, there's pigs all like oinking at you, there's chickens squawking, there's cows mooing, and it just really gets annoying. So with the sound muffler, it pretty much just muffles the sound. You're not going to hear all those annoying things, but you might want to craft yourself a few of them because, yeah, they only cover about a 10 block radius, and they are a little bit expensive to craft because you are actually going to need to utilize barrier blocks. So you're going to put down the barrier block, and then you're going to put down a note block, and then bam, you will get yourself 1 single sound muffler. So yeah, as you can see, the sound muffler is not going to be cheap. It's going to cost you 1 piece of obsidian and 1 piece of glass to make the barriers, and then you're going to need some note blocks as well to be able to craft the sound muffler. But yeah, let me just show you guys how this works. So we have some horses already over here. Let's spawn in a bunch of sheep. It's going to start getting super loud. Just cover your ears if you don't like all these beautiful sounds. We got some baby pigs, we got some baby sheep, we got some nice chickens. It's getting crazy. This is getting crazy. Look at this. We have a huge, gigantic farm out here, and I can't even hear anymore. That's why I'm talking so loud. But when we put down the sound muffler, look at that. All the sound goes away. Now, isn't that just flippin' amazing? So you'll notice that you'll hear the occasional sound, and that's because they've went out of the 10 block barrier. But if I keep placing these around, you will literally get no sounds, and that's because it deactivates all sounds within 10 blocks. So as you can see, we pretty much muffled most of the sound. Now, it's not like a full-on cancellation. It's just a muffler. It's not as bad, not even nearly as bad as what it was before I put these bad boys down. So as you can see, this would be super useful, especially if you have like a huge farm with a bunch of different animals. And once you go in there, I mean, your ears are just going to be broken. I realize that technically you could go in and edit the sounds a little bit, but I feel like this is definitely an easier option. Plus, it just adds in a brand new block into Minecraft. All right, so next up, I think we have one of my favorite things about this only one command block creation, and that is the weather controller. Now, this thing is going to cost you a little bit. We have a cauldron and a nether star, and then we can activate it and deactivate it using a water bucket and a regular bucket. So if we go over here and we throw down one nether star and one cauldron, we get ourselves a weather controller. Now, this thing looks super duper cool, so it would be nice to have as like a cool decoration. Look, we have little end particles down there, and we have like a flickering light right here, and it just looks super duper cool. But yeah, if we do want to activate the weather, we can put a water bucket in there, and you'll notice that it starts raining from out of nowhere. And the neat thing is that if it does start raining, you can just deactivate it with a bucket, just like that. I mean, it's really that simple. It almost reminds me of like a daylight sensor where they'll turn on at night, but this one you can just fully activate yourself using a water bucket. So yeah, obviously a lot of players don't like rain, so this would mainly be utilized for stopping rain. So when it did start raining, you could quickly put water in and then take it out, and then that would disable the rain. So yeah, moving on from the weather controller, we have custom armor stands, which I already thought was kind of implemented into Minecraft. I didn't realize that you weren't able to do this with regular armor stands, which is a little bit confusing to me. But yeah, because it's not already in vanilla Minecraft, I definitely think 100% that this should be added. So yeah, here we have the custom armor stand. Pretty much all you have to do is put down a regular armor stand like this, you know, regular boring old armor stand, and you could do a few different things to it. So the first thing you could do is throw 2 sticks at it to actually add arms, just like this, because for whatever reason, regular armor stands don't have arms. So then once you do have the arms on, you can put on, you know, everything that you want, you know, your favorite armor on here, and yeah, it would look like that. And then you can also put down a diamond sword now on it, and it will actually have arms to hold it. Now, another neat thing that you could do is make it spin by throwing down a piston on it, and that will make the whole thing rotate, so you can showcase all your cool armor, you know, all your nice gold and diamond armor off to your friends. And then the last thing that you could do with this is throw down a barrier at it, and then we'll actually take away the bottom stone slab portion, which will enable you to just have kind of like a floating armor stand without any stand. Personally, I like it with the stand. I think that it's sort of a part of it, but when it does start spinning, the bottom part does shake a little bit, so that would be the only reason that I would take it off. But yeah, anyway, let's move on over here because I do want to save that last thing, you know, for last over there. Man, sometimes I just don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, anyway, over here we have what is supposedly called a bone meal bomb. Now, as you can see, I have a little farm over here. You know, I have some saplings that haven't quite sprouted yet, and I also have some plants over here that haven't grown to, you know, their max potential yet, and I don't really feel like wasting a ton of bone meal on them. Well, a neat thing that this one command block creation adds is called a bone meal bomb, which I fully agree should be in vanilla Minecraft. It makes it 10 times easier to apply a whole bunch of bone meal to like a large farm like this. So say I didn't want to go around just placing bone meal on every single part, I could throw down 5 bone meal like somewhat in the center. So let's do it right here. 3, 4, 5, I think that was. Yes, there it is. And then you'll notice that bone meal starts going off like crazy. It's literally just a bomb of bone meal. And when you think about it, it just saves you a bunch of time because you would place down pretty much the same amount of bone meal on this amount of area, but instead you're just having it all done at one singular time using a flippin' bone meal bomb. This is going on for a lot longer than I expected. Is this ever gonna stop? I feel like it's already been... Okay, wait, no, it stopped. Okay, apparently I'm really bad at counting. But yeah, look at it. We have a fully grown farm, and it literally only took 10 seconds. So yeah, anyway, let's move over here to the last item I feel should definitely be added into Minecraft, and that is a jetpack. Now, don't go thinking this is like an Iron Man jetpack or anything like that. No, it's a lot more modest, and it's definitely a nice practical idea that Minecraft should possibly give some thought to. So yeah, if I go in here, I have an elytra, an anvil, and then a bunch of blocks of coal, which I'm not going to tell you what that's used for just yet. So if I go over here, put down the anvil, put in the elytra, and then I just name it an advanced elytra. Advanced elytra, I think I spelled that right. And then if I take it out, I put this bad boy on just like that. And then if I throw down some coal, you'll notice that I get plus 30 seconds of thrust power. So let's just spam this a little bit. We have a bunch of flight power, and then I'm actually gonna make this even more high stakes. I'm gonna go into game mode 0. So bam, there we go. We are in survival mode, and all I'm gonna do is press shift. And then look at this. We'll just start flying up. We can move a little bit with this. But yeah, this is essentially a jetpack in Minecraft. And then if I release it, I can start using my elytra. If I just start holding space, and then bam, look at that. It's literally just an instant way to get up high in the air and fly around your Minecraft world. But yeah, this is definitely a lot easier than going into, you know, game mode 1, especially if you don't want to cheat in your Minecraft world and you want to kind of see what it looks like from a nice aerial view. Well, this is definitely the way to do it, because honestly, this is so cool. Like, I love flying with elytras, but there's really no practical way in vanilla Minecraft to get up really high except finding a huge mountain, and then once you jump off, you know, there's really no easy way to get back up, and this just provides a nice, easy solution for that. But yeah, I also need to show you guys one last thing that I think should be added into Minecraft, and that's also a part of this only one command block creation, and I can show you that after I die. So let's go up really, really, really high, and then we're just gonna drop. Oh god, oh god, no, 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 no. Oh god, look at that, I died. But what's that in my place? Let's respawn. Let's go check that out. Oh, I didn't realize how far away I was. Almost there. We're really close. And we are back. So you'll notice that I have a little graveyard right here, which will actually encapsulate all my items, you know, for in case if I die or something like that, I won't have to worry about my items being destroyed because I have myself a nice little graveyard. I just have to walk up close to it, shift click on it, and then I should get every single item back. So yeah, guys, anyway, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure to go pound the heck out of that like button. Let's aim for 12 likes. I think 12 likes is a lot, actually. But yeah, anyway, also make sure to go leave some suggestions for some things that you think should be added into vanilla Minecraft, just in case, you know, for some reason Mojang is watching this and they eventually want to add some things into Minecraft. I don't know, it could happen, probably not though, but still. Also, make sure to go give the Red Engineer a ton of love because he created all of these ideas and brought them to life in vanilla Minecraft. All you had to do was install this easy only one command block creation. And yeah, guys, I think that's pretty much it. I really hope you guys did enjoy. My name is BeckBroJack, and I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye. Man, flying is so much fun. I think I can do it with my eyes closed. All right, 3, 2, 1, eyes closed. I have no idea where I'm going. Oh god, oh, I survived. Awesome.